Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. We have two player reviews to do today for Sinclair and Joshua King, and then we are going to upload our Road to Glory video where I'm going to show you guys the highlights of me getting this gameplay objective, because I know some of you guys actually like watching those highlights. So yeah, let's get started with the Joshua King review. We're looking at a card that is 6 foot tall with medium work rates, right-footed with 4-star skill moves and a 3-star weak foot. Based off of the medium work rates, I do think I may want to mostly use him as a cam because I'm not really fond of medium in the attacking areas, especially as a striker, but we're obviously going to see what that's like in game. In regards to his player traits, he only has the flare traits. He has 90 acceleration with 96 sprint speed, which is great because you don't have to fix that at all. His base card stats for shooting is actually pretty good for base card stats as well. He's got 84 attacking positioning with 84 finishing, 85 shot power, 83 long shots with 83 composure. So all of that together makes this card incredibly usable in the shooting department for sure, because obviously if you give him the finisher chemistry style to boost his dribbling as much as possible, as well as his shooting, the card actually looks like he could be a ton of fun to use. I am going to see what his attacking AI is like, because I was using an absolute monster in the striker position that you guys are going to see in the Road to Glory, but I noticed that his attacking AI on getting behind, he always moved to the side. So for King, I want to just put him on getting behind without stay central on him, because I want to see how he's going to move across the pitch with the medium work rates, whether he moves to the sides, in the middle, we'll see what's up, right? But his passing stats are actually quite solid as well, so if you want to use him in the cam position, it's actually pretty usable, except for the fact that his long passing isn't great. Dribbling for base card stats is okay. I do think that the card will still play to his base characteristics of 80 agility, 80 balance, because of the 6 foot height that he has. So we're going to be testing that out, right? Plus 10 for agility, plus 5 for balance, but importantly, we're going to be, boosting the dribbling stats as well by a plus 14 with the finisher chemistry style. So regardless, this is the only chemistry style that I see anybody using for a card like this. Defensive stats on the card, doesn't have any, obviously, but then he also has some physical stats too. So the fact that he has good base pace and good base aggression is really nice, because he also has strength as well. So if he does make very good runs in between the defense, getting in behind and scoring some opportunities, then he'll be an absolute monster. So for me personally, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be trying out this card in the cam position and the striker position, because in the striker position, you'll be able to tell whether or not he'll play well next to somebody else as well. Most strikers do, but you can tell what type of striker he'll be next to somebody else, whether he'll be aggressive, more conservative, all that kind of stuff, right? We're also going to be doing a review for Sinclair afterwards, so I'm just going to do the introduction for that card as well. But for the sake of checking out this card, we are going to be using the drawback tactic. I know it's killer, but honestly, man, it's been working defensively. Like, as you guys know, I've constantly been using formations that have been using just balance instructions and stuff, and it just keeps you completely vulnerable, because that's the meta in this game, unfortunately, with the way the defensive AI works. So it is what it is. I'm not too happy with it, but it's kind of like what you have to do to adjust to the game, right? But we are going to be using him in the striker position. We'll be using Sinclair off to the left side for now. We'll be using these exact same cards we were doing for the objective, but we'll just have King on getting behind. Stay central is because of the card I was using before, so we're going to only use him on getting behind, and then for Sinclair we'll have him on balance, but then that's going to be the review separately from this. So it's mostly going to be 4-2-3-1. Like I said, you'll be able to see what he's like on the pitch, just moving left and right, and kind of opening up the pitch for the other players in the team. So let's get into a game. Hopefully he is a beast. I was using his center forward card as a cam for a large majority of this objective, so just food for thought. Just food for thought. Yeah, this guy's using a pretty basic Premier League team. This is usually like the general area where teams are usually made for the Premier League objective. This is for the Bellerin card. Alright guys, let's switch to our 4-2-3-1 and let's see how this beast plays. Oh, his dribbling's actually not that bad. It is like physical oriented dribbling because of his height. So getting behind, he actually runs in the middle right there. It's actually kind of interesting. He didn't actually move to the side, which I thought he would initially. Driven pass right there. So obviously we're not going to be able to score that opportunity because he's offside, but driven pass into your striker is actually very effective. You can see that once the pass is actually made, the bounce touches after that pass is made from the defender is really, really heavy. Like, they should be possession-based, to be honest. I've always said this over the course of the years, but, ooh, we get in behind for him right there. Pretty nice. Little ball roll touch. Work for the cam right there. Oh, I gotta do a first-time fake shot so that I can control the ball better. You can't really control the ball unless you do skill moves in this game, unfortunately.
And space for them here on the flank.
Okay, so he gets him behind over there. We work the space here in the cam position. One pass there. First time strike. Nice little goal scoring opportunity. So getting behind, he actually moves downwards right there. And the good thing about that is that this DAC card actually has great attacking AI. Very aggressive oriented, like we said in the review. So it works perfectly for a situation like that because you kind of open up the space in the other areas of the pitch, right? So far, I don't feel like I need to put Stay Central on him. I like him on getting behind with just the way that he is, right? Because his base characteristics actually fit it very nicely. Like over here, getting behind, he actually moves to the side position. So he can kind of work some space over here. Ooh, almost got that angle right there. You know what I'm saying? Like some players need that Stay Central instruction, right? But then some players don't. Just depends.
And it will be a potentially dangerous free kick.
That's the goal right there. Free kick tactic, get into the opportunity, or the little space right there, score the opportunity. Yeah, the card's pretty fun so far. I'll be honest with you guys, man. This little link-up that I have going on with King, Dak, and Sinclair in the team for the 4-2-3-1 actually works out really nicely. Yeah, his dribbling's not that bad, to be honest. Again, very physical-oriented, but it's not hugely emphasized where it's like, oh my god, this is actually kind of like annoying to use. No, it's pretty nice. Movement right there. Oh, the pass wasn't good enough, unfortunately. I wish you could kind of like ask for a specific through pass, if that makes any sense. Like, if it was more to the outside more than it was on the inside right there, it would have been perfect in that situation.
And now King. Ismail Assar. King.
Yeah, his dribbling is not a nuisance. That's good. I don't like super emphasized players because when you get into those situations, you want to be able to... Ooh, good finesse shot right there. Nice. You want to be able to consistently hit those, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, King is he's a fun striker to use, man. He doesn't feel like garbage, which is great, you know? I kind of want to try him out in the cam position now because those things you kind of like just notice right away. Like, on getting behind, I feel like you don't need any other instruction, to be honest. Like, his attacking AI is actually pretty solid. I thought he was going to be more conservative, but he's not, which is great. If I force the getting behind out of the card, he definitely moves across the pitch really nicely. I don't feel the same way with Martial's card. You know, Martial's card attacking AI-wise, I wasn't a huge fan of it. But again, this is all personal preference, right? I do like the way that it's moving so far. And Dak's really aggressive, as you can see, so it just works out perfectly with him, too. He does also move to the wing positions while players kind of like occupy that striker position if he moves in that area.
Bradley Dak intercepting it intelligently. Is this the moment?
Oh no, no power behind that. That sucks. I was going for the near post there. I probably should have gone far post. Probably would have worked out better.
Well, they keep passing away. Werner won it back.
Yeah, his dribbling is solid, man. I thought it was going to be significantly worse, to be honest. That's why you know, this year you kind of have to like try out the cards for sure. I did really think that his dribbling stats were going to be too effective. Like, you could definitely tell he's still 80 agility, 80 balance. You could definitely tell that. I just thought it was going to feel way more sluggish than it actually does, which is great. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Joshua King card is that on the finisher chemistry style, this card is actually really fun to use. For me personally, you can use this card in any of the main attacking areas. So I wouldn't necessarily use a card like this on the sides for sure, because he's not that agile. But if you play this card through the middle as your secondary striker in a 2-striker formation, or playing him as a lone striker, he's actually pretty solid. His off-the-ball movement's pretty nice. His medium work rates don't feel like it's heavily affecting the card. Like, he kind of feels like he's playing on high, medium in game. So it's actually important that his base attacking positioning was an 84, because he actually does make runs. And on the getting behind instruction, he's not very linear to only pushing to the sides like some players can be, right? Like, I noticed when João Felix was my main striker, he's kind of like that. He loves to drift wide, right? But this Joshua King card is a combination of drifting wide and also staying central, which is great. I like using him in the striker position. I also decided to use him as a cam in my team, and in the cam position, he was playing quite well as well, because the work rates work perfectly for him. Like I said, it feels like a high medium in game, right? His height is definitely a very nice thing to have. I don't think he's responsive enough in the cam position, but he's definitely incredibly usable in that position, in my opinion. I think that it's very important that he has the great base card stats for pace, and his composure is also at an 83. For the stats that you're increasing, it's a very cool card to get, because, you know, maybe at some point in the future they do like an Odegaard objective, a Norwegian objective, you know, Odegaard, Holland, and all these guys. Or you just want to make a Norwegian team in the future. This King card's actually incredibly usable. He's not as sluggish as I thought he would be. So that's very cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you guys for the Sinclair one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.